guys, so basically I uploaded a video last week that talked about what would happen if the Electoral College was used at the state level, but unfortunately, like all of the other screen recording videos that I've done, the audio wasn't great. So, I think I found out how to fix that. So, I'm actually wearing headphones now, and instead of just putting it in front of the desk on the desk in front of me. So that should make it louder. So with that out of the way, let's get right into it. So today I'll be talking about what would happen if instead of states using the popular vote to decide who wins a state, they use the Electoral College, but at the county level. So I picked Arizona because it is a state that with not a whole lot of counties, and has a decent number of both blue and red counties in it. So how did I get the data? Well, before we get into that, I would appreciate if you like the video, subscribe to your channel, and hit the notification bell to YouTube for future content. I'm currently on a mission to hit 100 subscribers before the end of 2020. So, if you want to subscribe, if you want to help us hit that milestone, then definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. So, let's get right into it. So, again, how did I get the data? Well, first of all, I had to calculate what the population of each county in Arizona was, and then find out what percentage of the state population that was. For example, this is a completely random number. So let's say, oops, I accidentally went full screen. So let's say, 8,908 people live in a county with this many people. Then that would be 0.12% of the population. So then I had to find out how many seats are in the Arizona Congress. So, and it turns out that's 90, 60 in the House, and 30 in the Senate. So, nice and clean number, which we're about. So I had to find out, using a separate calculator, what 0.1% of 90 was. And then averages out to 0.09. But I need to better represent the smaller counties. It would be unfair if all the big counties like Maricopa and Pima County got all the votes, while less populated counties like Greenlee County miss out. So I decided to give every county at least one electoral vote and take away some votes from Maricopa County, so that evens things out a bit. So with that out of the way, now that we know just how many electoral votes every county has, which is not a lot for the majority of them, we can figure out who would win the state under this system. So to look at that, we need to go to CNN's presidential results map, where you can see all the counties that voted for one side or another. So we can see that Maricopa County voted blue. So we input that in the blue calculator, and so the second on the list is Pima County, which also voted blue. So we add another 13 to the blue calculator. Oh yeah, and before I keep on going, what should we need to set a bar for when the candidate wins? So let's put it at 60. And the reason why I'm putting it at 60 is because that's 2/3 of the vote. And if a candidate, and if we set it at 45, then that means Maricopa County would literally decide the election. And it still kind of does, but not as much as it would if it was just a simple majority. So let's keep on going. So Santa Cruz County is the next county on our list, and that has one electoral vote. So let's add another vote in the blue calculator. And then we have Coconino County, which is, fun fact, the second biggest county in the lower 48, that has 2 electoral votes, and that also voted blue. So that's another 2 votes. So next we have Mohave County, which is our first red county on the list. So we put it into a separate red calculator. So that has 3 electoral votes. So then Yavapai County is the next county on the list, and it also has 3 votes, and it also voted red. In fact, and then Gila County also voted red, and that's another electoral vote in the red column. And just to prove you guys that what I'm saying is true, look. Okay, now that we got that cleared up, next up county on our list is Navajo County, which is this county right here. And as you can see, it also voted red, and that's another electoral vote. Now that we have our last blue county in the state, Apache County, and that is also 1 electoral vote. So we can get our final results in the blue column, which is 68 electoral votes. So let's just add up the rest of the red counties for good measure. 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus 1 plus 1. Yep, as expected, our totals add up to 90. So even though Maricopa County alone does not decide the election under this supermajority system, though, it is, well, I still need to underscore just how important it is for a candidate to win Maricopa County, because under this scenario, like under the 2020 election scenario, Biden clearly won the state, by 7 or 8 electoral votes. But here's the thing: if we subtracted Maricopa County's 51 electoral votes, Biden would only win 17, and if we add 51 to the Republican total, it would get 73. So, if Maricopa County's outcome had been much different, then Trump would have won the state. So, now, you might be wondering, what would happen if neither candidate got to 60 electoral votes, and how could that happen? So, there are a couple things that could happen. First, we could factor in the popular vote, which is already used, and under this, Biden would win the state. Another thing that we could do is that we could just take the candidate with an outright majority and see who wins then, but that kind of defeats the purpose of our supermajority system. So that really wouldn't work. So and there are a couple of other things that we could do that I just haven't thought of. So yeah. So how could we get to how could we make it so that a candidate doesn't get 60 electoral votes? So now let's assume that the Republicans win Maricopa County. The Democrats would have to win every single other county listed to get that 17 electoral votes. So now the Republicans could still win a lot of the deep red counties. But the Democrats would have to win some as well, and that would be ridiculously hard. You can see some counties that have a lower margin than the rest, like Yuma and Navajo counties, and those 2 counties combined have a total of 4 electoral votes. So that gets the Democrats to 21. What the Democrats would then have to do to get to that 30 electoral vote, 31 electoral votes needed to unseat the majority, is they would have to win some deep red counties. So some would be easier than others, but there are 2 counties that the Democrats might win under this scenario: Cochise and Pinal County. So both of those counties combined have a total of 8 electoral votes. So that gets the Democrats to 29. The Democrats would then have to win 2 more electoral votes. I don't see that being a very likely scenario, because all the rest of the counties have margins of huge Republican margins. So that I don't see the Democrats winning anytime soon. So So yeah. Then again, things might be like different in future elections. But we're going off with the results that we saw just a few weeks ago. So now, now we talked about what would happen in Arizona, a state with like a few different blue and red counties. But Arizona is still a state that has a couple of like really big cities, and like a rural, smaller population. So that gives the big cities like a clear advantage in the state's election. This isn't true in other states. For example, if we look at neighboring New Mexico, you can see that there are only like a couple of like decently big cities, and the rural population is more or less split between blue and red counties. And then we look at nearby Texas, which is a huge rural population, but it also has a huge urban population. So that pretty much evens things out. So it's like it really depends on the state. So if you're gonna like have the Electoral College as like the deciding system for like individual states. So yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of these like Electoral College state prediction things, then let me know down in the comments. I probably won't do Texas because it has 254 counties, and it would take forever to get the data for that many counties. So that would just be inconvenient. But I might do like neighboring states like New Mexico and Utah or something like that in the future. Well, maybe not Utah, because look at how like concentrated its blue population is. But yeah. So yeah. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, I would appreciate if you liked the video, subscribe to the channel so that I can hit that sweet 100, and hit the notification bell to tune for future content. Thanks, and have a great day.